Okay, Dad, we're walking out the garage door right here in the house. And you start out, and I planted some squash right here. They look pretty rough because of the wind. And I've got 2 zucchinis here, 2 yellow squash here, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different cucumbers in that black dill there, and we're gonna put that big trellis up as an arch around it so they have something to grow on. All those buckets over there, those are gonna be, I got 4 tomatoes to go in there, and then the rest are gonna be squashes. Anyway, that's the greenhouse. The east side of it anyway is still under construction, but alright, so we're walking in the greenhouse, and you look over here in the backyard. This is our potato bed. You see our doggy door with the ramp? But this is our potato bed so far, right here. And now we're going in the greenhouse, and we're gonna go left. Up here on top, this whole top was full of plants that I've sold, but what's left up here I'm planting in the backyard. Gotta back up here. So this starts my tomato plants, and this is my vintage wine. See how big they are. And then we've got a big beef right here, and we got a little tomato on it right back there. And my Berkeley tie-dye, got a mater on it. And we've got Paul Robeson and chocolate stripes, and this is my beefsteak. This is the one I was telling you that's got all the tomatoes. You can see all these tomatoes on it, all the way back in here. This has got over 20 tomatoes on it. I got pink Brandywine, a Brandywise hybrid with some good tomatoes. Carbon tomato, got a big old carbon underneath here. You can see that right there. And a Better Boy, Gardener's Delight, Green Giant, Gold Medal. We got radishes down here. So over here on this side of the greenhouse, we're taking the windows out. That's my little herb garden so far. And back here starts my peppers. So these are all bell peppers back here. You can see some peppers growing on them. Here's a little Jimmy Nardello pepper, bell pepper, reds, greens, orange, yellows. These plants in between here, I got radishes stuck in there. Bell pepper, radishes, a little red bell right here. You can see those peppers growing on there. Here's a good bell growing. Peppers. This is our pumpkins that we're fixing to put outside. Some more bell peppers. We even have, right here we got a baby pumpkin growing, and they need to get planted as soon as possible. This is my last cabbage right here. And then I've got peppers. I've even got a shishito pepper growing. And these are radishes. Pepper. There's my albino peppers. I don't know what's back there. Banana peppers. Long sweet peppers. There's some good orange bells right there. Bell. Anaheim pepper. See that sucker growing there? Oh, Fresno. Fresno. Hungarian wax peppers. Got them growing. Jalapeno. Hungarian wax. Big Jim. More peppers. I have 50 pepper plants in here. These are what's left of our big onions. They're still growing. Peppers. See those big old onions growing in the windowsill? We got peppers here. Here's poblano peppers growing. We got my little, I don't know what those are. Fresno chilies. You can see those little baby peppers. Radishes. There's lemon peppers, lemon spice jalapenos. There's a big old onion right there. More peppers, 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 peppers. Strawberries right back there. Strawberries. Ground cherries. This is my asparagus bed. Second year asparagus. You can see I'm getting some stalks finally. These are jalapenos that are not in very good shape, but I'm gonna nurse them back. So that was around the outside of the greenhouse. I've got cilantro right here I'm letting go to seed, and some onions. This is my oregano bed, fresh oregano. We do have some blackberries right here that are fixing to get planted in the backyard. And more tomatoes, black tomatoes. Oh, back up, showing the strawberries. Here's our strawberry bucket. And you can see we've got some pretty good strawberries on there. There's some strawberries fixing to turn down under there. So we have about 70 strawberry plants in there right now in this bucket, or in this 50-gallon drum. See if I can find any good red ones. There's one, there's some. We pick these pretty regular. They never make it to the house. Okay, so back over here, this tomato bed, we've got all these tomatoes. Tomatoes. Oh, over here, well, this tomato plant right here, you see how tall she is? She's very special because she was so sick last year, and I got her and she was about this big, and I almost just pulled her out and killed her, and she was diseased all last year. And we kept her in the greenhouse, and she is now a monster, and she puts on the absolute best tomatoes we've ever had. So I've got cucamelons in this little thing right here, and they're starting to vine. Another blackberry getting ready to get planted. All these tomatoes here. Oh, there's a good one right there. See that big old tomato? That's a green zebra. Over here on this tomato bed, I've got 8 cherry tomatoes in this bed. On this bed, I've got 26 big indeterminate heirlooms. But over here, you can see my little cherry tomatoes growing. These are Lucky Tigers. My little mini bells. You can see mini bell tomatoes. I just got tons of these little things. These are more cherry tomatoes all the way down through here. These are big tomatoes. Here's my white tomatoes and so forth. Cherry tomatoes. Now these are tomatillos with all the yellow flowers, and you can see how they're growing their husks. Here's a really good one down here. See that husk right there? It'll have a tomatillo in it. Tomatillos. Petunias up here. That hole right there in the in the plastic, that's a hole that Ruger jumped out of earlier this year. So going down this aisle here, which we've been down, showing you all the peppers, but these are more cherry tomatoes over here. So I have a total of 26 plus 8, 34 tomatoes in this greenhouse right now. The ones that are up top are going out into the big garden this weekend. So here's my Brandy boy. She's special. She's got some nice tomatoes growing on her, and I don't think I've ever had a better tomato. Oh, look at those strawberries. There's some strawberries. Every day we've got strawberries. So, alright, we're going to the backyard. Outside the greenhouse. And it might be a little bit windy. So, you come out, this bed right here is I just recently planted to lettuce, and you can see some things coming up on there. I'll show you a close-up later. Lettuce, carrots, and radishes. So this is the backyard. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 big beds, and we're gonna go down this aisle first over here. And these are more tomatoes, big tomatoes. And I just planted these last weekend, so they're a little scraggly looking. But there are 26 tomatoes in this bed. 28 tomatoes in this bed. And I have a blue tomato already right here. Check this out. That is my very first blue tomato. Purple blue. Pretty excited about that. So you get down here to the end. And over here, Lee has built himself a strawberry bed with cinder blocks, and his strawberries look like they're doing very well. This bed here is going to be our blackberry bed, and that'll get planted this weekend. We're going to go up this row. We just came down this side. We have this row here. These are cherry tomatoes, and then these are more big tomatoes. And plywood floor for now. Here's some of my lettuce coming up. You can see some of it starting to come up. And some of my carrots coming up. And then down there, radishes. Anyway, we're gonna turn, oh, let me show him the arch. So this arch right here, we built this arch, and I'm gonna plant pole beans. See how tall that arch is? So I'm going to plant pole beans that are going to hang down, and it's going to be like walking through beads like in the 70s, but it'll be really cool. So I've got some sweet peppers here. There's my albino bullnose peppers. These are all bell peppers I just planted, so they're a little bit little right now. All these peppers. And then right here we'll have another arch in this area. It'll come up and go over here, and I'll have more beans. This bed we just filled with dirt. This is going to be the remaining of my peppers, hot peppers. And there will be how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. 28 peppers in this bed. Carrots. Radishes. Alright, so then we come down the last aisle. Pepper bed here. This is cucumbers, and they look really rough right now. But they're going to grow on this trellis, and there will be, I've planted these as transplants, and then I put seeds in the ground on the other side, all the way down, and they'll grow up this trellis. I don't know if you can see that very good. And then we've got another arch of hog panels here, and I'll have more beans and cucumbers growing all the way across that arch. And then out here, the bed over there against the fence, that's going to be solid okra. How many feet is that bed?
Be 50 feet long.
50 feet all the way down of okra. This second bed right here is probably, I don't know, 40 feet. And that's going to be black-eyed peas. And then we're going to do another little bed right over here with either green beans and different sorts of beans. And then if you see the chain link fence by this big tree over here, the chain link fence is going to get moved out there, and you can see where that ground is rototilled. That's going to be our pumpkin and watermelon garden. So we still have a lot of work to do, but we are coming along nicely. And okra should be planted this weekend, and maybe black-eyed peas. So Everything should look really different in about a month. So, hi Lee. So, that's the garden tour for today. So, I will do another one in about a month and it'll look so different. But I'm excited about my blue tomato. Alright, hopefully this will upload for you, and if so, give me a call after you watch it. Bye.